Hello and welcome back to BeamNG Mod News and Updates. I'm davidinark and we've got a ton of mods to cover for you. And this is for the week ending April 13th. That's right, Friday the 13th. And I know this is a little late on the release, but just bear with me and we'll get through these. We've got a lot of mods that were released the week before. Or I should say that have been released during that week. Some of the mods are actually, they've been updated since then, so this may get a little weird. It's not exact, but it's close. I do want to say that this show is not endorsed by or sponsored by or related to or connected to BeamNG Drive at all. It's just something I feel like doing. I think it's kind of fun to take a look at what mods were released during the week. So again, this is the week ending Friday the 13th. So we're going to start with the oldest mod and work our way forward. So we have the BeamNG Black Hole version 1.2.1. That is from Darth Bob 555, and this is a mod that I've actually shown here on the channel before, and it's very, very cool mod where essentially you're fighting a black hole the whole time. It's crazy, but you want to check that out. We also have Darth Bob 555 released an update to Car Games version 4.03. So you want to check out Car Games and all of the fun, crazy stuff going on in that particular scenario pack as well. Otic releases the Chinese Special Vehicles pack, and this is version 3.7. And you want to kind of keep an eye on what's going on with Otic, because there will be several special skins pack, police skins packs throughout the show that Otic has put together. So very, very cool. Darren9 puts out the DH Supernat. This is version 0.999. And if you're not familiar with this, this is the personal like helicopter transport thing. It's so crazy and lots of fun. A little weird to steer, but you know, hey, there you go. But that has been updated. And then Otic is back. The Belasco City Skins Pack version 2.1. Work Clock 1 or Work Clock 10, or I'm not exactly sure. The end of that is a copyright symbol, so I don't know what that works. But anyway, has an update to the Pack of Chickens, and this is version 2.1. You gotta have chickens in the game. I'm sure there's a song in there somewhere. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, Edvinus J releases a Lithuanian Police Cars 1.1. So you want to check those out. You can add some Lithuanian police cars into your BeamNG Drive experience. NoCow gives us the vintage roof rack for the Burnside. This has been updated to version 1.04. So you got to check that out. Did a video on that a while ago. Lots of fun. One of the coolest additions to a vehicle that I've played with. I love it a lot. We have the I don't know who did this. Gavril T85 released the Gavril D Series Quad Cab 1.1. Now we looked at the Quad Cab in the last update episode, and now it has been updated since then, so you want to check that out. George Pinto or Jorge Pinto, not quite sure which way you pronounce that, but we have the EMT Madrid Buses 1.0. Z Schmees gives us semi-turbos for the Wentworth Bus 1.0, and that seems to be a popular mod style, and that is to give the bus some souped up engines and engine parts. It's crazy the stuff you guys are coming up with for the bus. Jay Shado gives us City Transit Bus Skin 1.0. Not So Fancy Games gives us the BeamNG Resorts Transport Skin for the Wentworth Bus DT40L 1.0. So again, a lot of stuff going on with the bus. Obviously, the bus is a major hit with BeamNG Drive players and modders, and just it's awesome. It's a freaking bus in the game that's actually an official bus in the game. So there you go. KZRT010 gives us the Hungarian Budapest Bus skin. That is the BKK mod, so there you go. Darren9 gives us an update for the DH Hyperbole. It's at version 0.91, and the Hyperbole is it is awesome. It is the coolest flying car mod, in my opinion, since the flying Covet. If you remember that, years ago, there was a flying Covet, and now we have the Hyperbole with the fold-out wings and the spoiler, the fin on the back. There's a name for it. I don't remember. Stabilizer, whatever. Anyway, you got to check out the Hyperbole. And then we have Nobody76 gives us the Crorf International Raceway 1.1.1. Got to check that out. It's actually kind of a combination of a tarmac track, and also it's got dirt path that kind of runs in and around it. I don't know, but very cool stuff. Taza gives us the the Pigeon Mod Pack 8.0. So this mod pack has seen multiple revisions. It's up to version 8. Rader gives us the FR17 2018 update, version 1.2. And if you're not familiar with the FR17, oh, you've got to go get this mod. It is a Formula One racer in BeamNG. It is awesome. Crazy hard well, definitely crazy hard to control with a keyboard if you're a keyboard guy like I am. But if you want, you kind of have to ease out, and then once you get it up to speed, man, you can fly, and it's not fly, but I mean, you can go really, really fast. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, that is the FR17 2018 update, version 1.2. Dirt Biker 98 gives us the adjustable turbocharger for the Barstow. This is now version 1.04. Tronodoris gives us the 3.0 liter diesel sound for the Gavril H Series van. That's at 1.3. CarKiller updates West Coast USA Rainy Day. That's now at version 1.3.2, and that is it adds rain to West Coast USA. Very, very cool. Glorious Duck gives us Belasco Corrections Livery Pack, version 1.0. Jojo Jonah gives us Jojo Jonah's Barstow i6 parts, version 1.0.1. You want to look at that. And then Otic released a skins pack called the Los Angeles Skins Pack, and it's at version 1.0. Bomboy 4 gives us Bomboy 4's engine pack, version 1.5 alpha. So a lot of really cool mods that add other features into the game that are not necessarily in your face obvious in terms of being able to show on the screen, but really cool things you can do with your cars in the game itself. Bid Wars, and I have a little pipe at the end of that, but I don't know if that was just me copying or if that's part of the name. But Bid Wars gives us Demolition Derby, the Fairgrounds version 8.0, and I actually did a video on this not too long ago, so you want to check that on the channel. But Demolition Derby, the Fairgrounds version 8.0, and then Jojo Jonah is back with the T Series parts 1.0.4, and that is for the big rig that is in the game. You got to check out the different pieces and parts that you can swap out and to just beef up your truck, man. that's what you got to do. That's what it's all about, right? Milan KD gives us the Ultimate Configuration Pack version, hold on here, 0.9.8.9.1. You get all that? If not, rewind and play it again. 0.9.8.9.1. There you go. Ultimate Configuration Pack. It is the UCP. Got to check that out as well. Alex Hart gives us the Ibishu Pigeon add-on pack, 0.1. Check out that. We've got Tronodoris is back with the Alpina B6 GT3 replica V8 inspired engine version 1.0. That is a mouthful, but man, as a really cool engine into your vehicle, you got to check that out, man. So you want to try that. Jojo Jonah gives us Jojo Jonah's Covet parts version 1.0.0. Let's see, and then we have Tronodoris back again, the i6 Diesel D2866 sound for the Wentworth DT 40 liter 1.0. Again, bus mods, man. All kinds of really cool bus mods. Master Leon 02 gives us the Ibishu Microvet version 1.0, and this is a Corvette that the back end has been chopped off, and it's a little tiny little crazy little vehicle. And I just did a video on that the other day. In fact, this footage here is from that video. Lots of fun with that car. That is so cool. Lots of different things to try with a tiny little microvette. So there you go. Corvette, a super mini Corvette. So there you go. Rely T2012 gives us the Electroside 1.0. That's right. It is a Burnside electric edition. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to put an electric engine into an old school Burnside? Of course you would. So that is very, very cool at version 1.0. And I haven't tried it out yet to see if it works with the convertible version. If I could swap that part out, because that would be very cool to have an electric convertible Burnside. Oh, that's so cool. We have the Slicesenko, pardon me, Slicesenko, or I'm going to go with Slicesenko. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. That is the articulated frame component for the bus 0.1. Yes, that's right. It's creating an articulated bus. That's a bus that's got that walk-through piece in the middle. So essentially, it's like a bus in 3/4 connected, and it can actually turn around corners and what have you, because it's articulated like your fingers. Articulated. There you go. All right, anyway, Super Dragon 1026 gives us Project Neighbor 1.0, and those are the updates for mods that were released during the week ending April 13th, 2018. And again, there may be other mods that were released during that time, but they may have been updated so that they actually were updated out, newer than what this video is covering. But hopefully I won't have quite as long between the updates. I'm really trying to get these out each weekend, so you guys have a better idea of what's happening the week before. But crazy things happen. So yeah, life happens and we move on. So in the meantime, I certainly appreciate all of the response that I've gotten from this. Most of you seem to be enjoying it, and I'm really, really glad. I am enjoying making these. I think it's a lot of fun to make them, but I think it's also cool to be able to just have one place where you can kind of get a feel for what mods were released. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But anyhow, as always, I will have a link to every one of the mods that I talked about here today down in the description below. That way you guys can have a direct link to them and find them on BeamNG. You got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I've talked about this a little bit off and on, but as I'm recording this video, I've got roughly 987,000-ish total views. So we are just right there, almost at the 1 million total view mark. That is insane to me, absolutely crazy, and there's no way, obviously, it would have ever happened without all of you guys watching and supporting the channel, sharing out the content. And I cannot thank you enough. It means so much to me. So some of you may be wondering, what am I going to do for the 1 million total viewers video? And I've talked a little bit about this before as well, but I plan to do a Draw My Life, and I'm hoping to actually do it live on whether it's YouTube or Twitch or whatever. I plan to live stream Draw My Life. I don't know, probably it's going to end up being a 12-hour video or something. I'm an old man. But anyway, I don't know. I just think it's going to be a lot of fun to do a Draw My Life kind of live. And then, of course, there'll be an edited, sped-up version that will actually end up kind of the finished product, I'm sure. But I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do a live Draw My Life. So I'm going to try to get that set up. My internet's wonky, so I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try it. See what happens and go from there. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on BeamNG Mod News and Updates. I'm davidinark, and we'll see you next time.